Hello everyone, I'm here to do the general twin flame reading, and I'm working with my Archangel Power Tarot deck for the energies today, because there's a lot of shifts. I feel like there's a lot of things that are starting to come into realization, and it's not quite so much with communication. What I'm picking up with both of these cards is that there are actual more energies that are being shifted. It has nothing to do with communication, has nothing to do with thought control, has nothing to do with anything but actual feeling, connecting. So some of you, even though you are in union with your twin flame, you may still be, your communication may be there and it may be perfect and everything, but at the same time it's just about feeling, it's about action, it's about taking steps to be where your union is naturally, gradually guiding and shifting into. And for those of you who are not in union with your twin, again, it's not quite so much about communication. It's about picking up on each other's instincts and each other's energies, and just becoming more familiar with the energies. Even though you're not in physical union, even in spiritual union, which is 5D, your union is starting to become more familiar with each other. And I'm picking that up with this Emperor, which is the energy card, and with the Union card, which, yes, Archangel Michael, but this with regular tarot would be Seven of Swords, which is showing that there may still be some issues with karmic relationships for those of you who are not in union yet. There may be some of you that have your twin flame, either you or your twin flame may be dealing with situations which are still starting to come back into a stronger balance. So it may not be strong for you right now. And even if you are in union, again, it's not about communication. It's more about being familiar with each other, just like the energies coming together. So there may be some static there. There may be some stop and go. That's what I'm picking up with the union energy. But this Emperor is showing that there's more growth coming in. There's more stability. There's more connections that are rebuilding, even though, yes, some of you who are in union, you've already gone to the points where you're rebuilding after Mercury retrograde left and Jupiter left and Mercury left its shadow. There is still a lot of energy in the planets right now, which are bringing more stability, more connection. So yes, rebuilding. Even if you've already rebuilt your union after coming back into union, some of you, I feel like you've just come back, while others of you who have been back together since even during Mercury retrograde. So there is some energy here that's about rebuilding. So when I say rebuilding, it's not, well, we've been together for a while now, so there's nothing to rebuild. Yes, there is. The energies, the connections, the feeling, the intimacy. Again, this has nothing really to do with communication more than it does just feeling and shifting into higher levels of emotions. And, emotionally, your communication is lit. It's on point. It's stronger than where it's been in a long time, but there is still that growth phase, the familiarity, the technical things that were not seen so much when we were in Mercury retrograde. And also we have a new moon coming in this week on Friday. So some of you may even be picking up on the new moon energy. It's a dark moon, so there's going to be a lot of heaviness. There's going to be a lot of energies that are shifting, and you may be releasing a lot of energies that have needed to be. And that's the reason why with this union card, it's saying so much that you don't need to take any steps right now. It's all about feeling stronger, more balanced. And for those of you who are not in union yet, you may not be feeling balanced right now, again, because the Seven of Swords card, even though it's Archangel Michael, I'm not so much with what the card meaning is. What I'm picking up here is that Archangel Michael, the Seven of Swords, there's something that's still conflicted, especially those of you who are newly in union or you're not in union yet. There's still a lot of conflicted energies going on here. So it's all about balancing and reflecting and bringing back and stepping back and not going into mental conflicts. This is more about balancing your energies together. For those of you who are not in union yet, your twin flame or you may still have some karmic energy that is really unbalanced right now. And it's shifting into a deeper energy, though, because your twin flame, whether you realize it or not, is actually doing what he needs to do. So you may not think he or she is doing their thing because you're not seeing any action, because you're not in union. But if you tap into your higher self, if you tap into you and your energy, you're gonna see that your twin flame is actually doing what they're supposed to do. For those of you who are in union, both of these cards are showing me that there's more higher level steps that you're coming into. And I feel like with this new moon coming on Friday, you'll see a lot more shifts coming in gradually, even a few days, possibly even coming into tomorrow. Because again, Friday is when the new moon is going to be here. It's going to be in Virgo, which Virgos are very strong. They know what they want. They're in search of it. They're perfectionists, yes, but they also know what... They step back and they really look into a situation without stepping into layers upon layers of just taking action. It's an earth sign. So Virgos are not much into going head into anything. Because they're an earth sign, they're balanced. So it's really important for you to take some steps and really think about what it is that you truly desiring. And with this Seven of Swords sign, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, you could be dealing with a Libra, and their mind may not be, or an Aquarius, and their mind may not be completely where they need to be, where it's settled yet. But I'm seeing that there are some things coming in where it's starting to flow stronger. So you really need to trust this process. And I know that I say that on a daily basis, but the more you step back and the more you trust the process, the more you're going to see things that are shifting. And this Emperor really has a lot to say. And he's got a light in his hand and his wings are spread. He's sitting down and just kind of resting a little bit because he's about to take the steps that he needs to take, and his wings are spread and he's ready to fly. But at the same time, he's being patient. So you really need to focus on being patient and trusting the process and allowing for things to flow more. Don't go into too deep with what your twin flame is thinking about. Step back and work with the energies that you're tapping into, all right? And if you need more clarity on your own private twin flame reading, definitely get in touch with me either on Instagram Messenger or Facebook Messenger, and I'll be glad to look in to see what's going on with your energies and unions together. All right? I accept PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, or Cash App. Namaste, everybody, and trust this process because things are starting to flow a little bit more calmer now. All right? So just let things fall into place. Namaste.